I'm Caitlin Maslin, and today I'm back with another cupcake tutorial. Today I'm going to be making some blue and white frozen inspired cupcakes. This is perfect for all skill levels because you can add more decorations if you are advanced, or you can keep it nice and simple, but they're just a classic cupcake with some fancy piping. Let's get into it. So I've already got my vanilla and chocolate mud cupcakes prepared. If you're not from Australia, I often get asked what is a mud cupcake or a mud cake. We call them mud cakes in Australia. It doesn't sound very appetizing, I know, but they are super delicious. They're super rich, fudgy, and they have all the good stuff, like lots of chocolate and oil in them. So if you haven't tried a mud cake, I definitely recommend checking it out on YouTube, searching some recipes for Australian mud cake because they are beautiful. So we're going to ice them with some of our buttercream. So if you haven't done so already, prepare your favorite buttercream recipe. I can leave in the description below some recipes I recommend. There's tons out there, and I'm sure you'll have your favorite if you're a regular baker. So I've gone ahead and just got a bowl of white, and it's nice and fluffy already because I've just mixed it up. As you can see, it does get quite a lot of air bubbles in the buttercream as it sits. This has only been made about an hour ago and it's already quite air bubbly. So just give that a stir with your spatula just to get it incorporated again and get out some of those air bubbles. And I've also gone ahead and dyed some with the blue colouring already. So I've gone for a really soft icy blue, and I've mixed that through to make sure there's no air bubbles. So I've just given it a soft whip until it's ready. So all we need is some piping bags. Today I'm using disposable ones by Box. They're my absolute favourite, but you can of course use reusable ones or any that you have at home. If you are new to baking, you can also use a Ziploc bag and pop in the piping tip and just cut off the corkscrew, which is great. I make it into a cup shape in my hands, and I've got 3 different piping tips here today. I've got a big plastic round nozzle that I use regularly in my kitchen. This one's an oil 13 tip, and they're really fantastic. Another favourite tip in my collection is this oil F13. It's like a French tip with lots of spikes, and we use this one all the time. And of course, this is the trusty Loyal 1M. Another favourite in our collection is just an open star tip. So you don't have to get the same brands, but these tips are really, really great to have in your kit because you'll use them for everything. So we're going to go ahead and place it in the bag. Just use some scissors to trim off those ends. Okay, now that I have my bags, I'm just going to go ahead and fill them with the buttercream. I'm going to use white for the one with the round tip. You can obviously change these colours as you wish and do any colours you like. I'm just adding the blue into the 2 other tips, which is the star and the French tip. Now that I've got my buttercream piping bags ready, I'm just going to go ahead and make the decorations so they can start to dry for my cupcakes. So today I've just got some white fondant. We always use the Bakehouse Ready to Roll fondant. We love this fondant because it is really great quality and it dries really fast. But if you like, you can make your own, or you can use any brand that you like. I'm just going to give that a quick knead against the bench. I've got a mini rolling pin and some corn flour to dust my bench just to make sure it doesn't stick. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that one out. So once you have a nice thin piece of fondant, we're going to go ahead and use your cutters to cut them out. So today I've just got 2 basic snowflakes. I've just done 2 different sizes. It just gives it a better look. And you can cut any shapes that you wish. These are purchased online. You can even get them on eBay, or you can purchase them through any cake shop. They're pretty inexpensive and they last a lifetime, so just keep using them. So I'm just going to go ahead, press it into the fondant, and then wiggle it against the bench just to get a nice smooth cut. And then once you've got it cut, you're just going to pop it out of the cutter. As you can see, it's super simple and effective and looks great too. Because these are made out of fondant icing, you can do them in advance, which is great, and just let them dry, ready for your occasion also. Now that I've got my fondant decorations drying, I'm ready to pipe the cupcakes. So I'm going to show you a simple and effective way of how to make these look amazing. So I usually go ahead first with my white, or the biggest tip. So I've got my round tip in this one. So I'm going to go in and add those squeezes of the white on the corner of the cupcake. But you can add it obviously wherever you like. But if you're copying these, you can do that to start with. And then I usually go ahead with the 1 end tip. And I really like to do like a double rosette. So I'll just show you how I do that. So I usually start on the opposite corner and then go around to make like a rosette, and then come in and do a second one. So as you can see, it's like having 2 rosettes, but it's all in one action. But at the front it looks really beautiful. I'm going to show you on these 3 a different piping technique just so you can change it up also. it. And I'm going to do more of a squiggle. So I start in the corner of the cupcake as well. And then I use this squeeze. And keep pulling it back and forth to make like a zigzag motion. Once I've got that motion, I'm just going to use that same French tip for the other cupcake now. And then just add the squeeze of the French tip over the top to fill in any gaps. So as you can see, I'm just filling in that gap in between the two pipings, and it makes it look super clean and finished. Now onto our second cupcake set. I'm just going to have a look here what it needs, and we haven't got any of the 1M tip here. So I'm just going to go in the gap again and do a little rosette and add in those gaps again the French tip just to fill those gaps and make it look super neat and finished. Okay, now that I've got my cupcakes fully iced, now it's time for the fun part, the decorations. So our snowflakes have been drying. I don't have the time today to leave them to dry, but usually at home or working in the bakery, I leave them to dry at least a few hours before adding them to the cupcake. So definitely recommend doing that if you're at home. Do them the day before or just whenever you get a chance to let them dry. I'm going to go ahead with this beautiful metallic sprinkle mix that I've made here. It's got some white pearls, some silver rods and some metallic blue balls. I love using this mix when I'm doing frozen inspired because it just brings in the metallic. I usually like to add a little bit just through the middle. I don't like to put it all over the cupcake for this one because it can look a little bit messy by the time we add all our features. Of course you can add it wherever you like. Now that I got my sprinkles on, I can add my snowflakes. So just pick them up really gently because they are fragile. And you can position these however you like. But I usually like to have some standing and some flat. And even put 2 on some of them just to make it a little bit different. Now our cupcakes are complete. If you'd like, you can just do like the extra mile step, which I always like to do. I'm a bit extra sometimes in the cake world. I have this product called More Glow from Moorish. They are absolutely amazing. A small business based in New South Wales, Australia, so definitely get behind them and support them because their products are second to none. They have amazing glitter sprays, some of the best that I've ever tried. This is the Silver Twinkle one, and I'll just show you how easy it is to add a bit of glitz and glam to the cupcakes. All you're going to do is pump it close to the cupcake and just keep pumping and get some of that glitter on top of the cupcakes. It's all edible too, which is fantastic. And it's super glittery, especially in person you can see it a bit better, but it just makes it have that extra sparkle, which is nice. And that's how simple it is to make your very own cupcakes at home. I hope you learned something today, and as always, I always read the comments, so I'd love to hear your feedback down below, or if you have any future video ideas also. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Stay sweet!